So it is 6:30, isn't it? All right, at this time, I'll call to order the November 5th meeting, 2025 of the Solano Community College Governing Board. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
President Honeychurch,
Here.
Trustee Cargo Reed,
Here.
Trustee Kara, Trustee Wynn Greer,
Here.
Trustee Thurston, Trustee Young, Trustee Voice,
Here.
Student Trustee Rodriguez will not be here tonight.
Next item is approval of the agenda. Thank you. Is there a second?
I second that motion.
Yeah, there's there is a correction or an edit, a clarification should be noted on the agenda, item 11F. The notice of completion for PB Electric Incorporated for the substation 3 and 4 replacement project has been removed from the consent agenda. So with that information, there's a motion and a second. So as amended. Thank you. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion, the agenda is approved. So there's no request from members of the public to speak on closed session, so we'll now move into closed session and resume the regular meeting at 7 o'clock. At which time we'll announce that there's no action taken in closed session. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now we'll reconvene the regular meeting and report of action taken in closed session. There was no action taken in closed session. We'll move on to number 9 on the agenda, which is comments from members of the public. We have 2 requests to speak. The first of which is Mickey Malone, the Dolph? Doll, sorry. So, come on up.
And you can just stand here and talk.
Okay, thank you. Hi, my name is Mickey Malundal. I'm a returning student, a parent of a student, and a mentor to single mothers, young adults who are educating themselves out of poverty. I'm here tonight because of a serious admission financial aid policy that is in conflict and harming our most vulnerable students, and it has gone unaddressed. Please know that I have tried to address this issue up the chain of command. Admissions is denying registration for wait list, late start class add codes until the first day of class, that's October the 8th. However, Solano Financial Aid Office has frozen Pell Grant disbursement for registration on September the 12th, weeks before those classes start. Once that freeze date passes, no units are any longer eligible for financial aid. They also appear to be dispersing the majority of Pell Grant at this college during that time, which negates the wait list process. The only students affected by this are those on Pell Grant financial aid. Students who are paying out of pocket feel no impact. Many of the students that I insist would be left with no choice but to drop, not because of lack of motivation, but because they could not afford gas, childcare, or books. This is the human impact of this policy. I'd just like to make it clear that I personally do not receive Pell Grant, and my child who originally brought the issue along with some other students, I paid for her books. I'm here because students follow the admission's own instructions and are punished, and many are forced to withdraw from the very classes that they need to improve their lives. Federal guidance requires freeze policies to be consistent and to protect student eligibility, not block them from education. The college also appears to have their policies aligned towards the withdrawal policy more than the module class procedures. Other California community college districts such as Los Rios, American River, and Shasta County, where I work with other students, seem to have their second disbursement policy aligned with late start enrollment. I am also a returning student, which means I attended Solano and Napa Valley College previously. Both of those colleges had 2 disbursement dates for financial aid, one in the beginning, one later in the semester to cover late start classes. We know it can be done. It needs to be fixed. It's not reinventing the wheel, just realigning our policies with our values at this college, supporting students. I respectfully request that the board talk to the admissions and financial aid and request a solution to this policy. By now, all of you should have received a detailed email of the situation from me, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. And we'll refer this to the superintendent president. The next request to speak is Michaela. Good evening.
Okay. Good evening, governing board members and chairman. My name is Michaela. I'm a student news reporter for Solano Post College. It's brought to my attention that Black students are failing below 2.0 GPA, level of math and English, with 29% of students dropping and not passing these courses. as well as undocumented funds not being accounted for and these issues not being resolved. What can you do in order to resolve these issues for Black students? All students of Solano College should have the ability to thrive and succeed with these courses. Here as a Black student who is pushing for you to make these actions with students who are struggling. Thank you.
Thanks for your question. There are no further requests to speak under the public comment section of the agenda. We'll move on to reports, and there are no reports tonight. Sure.
Please, I would love to get a hard copy of it. Yes. Would that be okay? Just to the board members. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
If you get it to the superintendent, she can get it to us.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll move on to the consent agenda. All matters listed under the consent agenda are considered by the board to be routine and will be enacted by the board in one motion. There's no discussion on these items prior to the time the board votes on the motion unless members of the board, staff, or public request specific items to be discussed or removed. Time will be provided before the vote for clarification questions without removing an item from the consent agenda. So with that, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I move that we approve the consent agenda as presented.
Is there a second?
I second that motion.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Consent agenda is approved. There were no items removed, so we'll move on to action items, the first of which is 13A, which is presented by Director Salabate, which is a resignation to retire. Mr. Abate.
Good evening, President High Church, members of the board. We have our interim dean of math science, Dean Kromicki, here, who will read some statements for our two retirees this evening.
Good evening. First, I'm here and proud to present Professor Tom Gruby. So I'd like to say some statements that I procured from his file that include both peer comments and also student. So he's worked full-time here in mathematics as our instructor since 15 August 2001 in his full-time role. Prior to that, he was here 5 years as an adjunct. So he's been truly dedicated for around 30 years at Solano College. Comments from peers include that Tom delivered clear and concrete presentations. He provided a variety of opportunities for students to see data in different ways. He made relatable content in math for students using baseball, a direct quote stating, "Baseball course of stats." Students provided positive affirmations. "I have really enjoyed my stats class with this instructor. I have learned more than I anticipated. The instructor has made learning this subject easy. Additionally, his timeliness were commended. He's always prepared and on time." I hope people say that about me. "He will be missed in mathematics, and we wish him well in his retirement." Okay. And our second retirement we have is for our laboratory technician in chemistry, Miss Irene Kamens. She's been fully employed full-time at Solano College since 24 June 2013. Her dedication to lab science and lab preparations were apparent. Prior, she split work time between two campuses, both Vallejo and Fairfield. She served in a variety of lab technician roles, including setups for biology and microbiology, I know because she set up my classes, and to her present role in Fairfield as our chemistry lab technician. Her reviews contain positive accolades as, for one, she understands her job well. Labs are set up when needed and ahead of time, I can attest to. And there was a theme with her timeliness as well. She is an early bird and she is punctual with no attendance issues. Faculty provided positive feedback with having their chemistry labs set up in advance. And to commend and quote a past review, Irene takes pride in her job, her science lab, and is committed to the mission of Solano College. Irene will be missed in chemistry, and we wish her well in retirement and any future adventures. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for the presentations. Is there a motion to approve
I'll make a motion.
the retirements?
I'll make a motion to approve 13A.
Is there a second?
I'll second the motion.
So it's moved and seconded to approve each of these retirements. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Congratulations. Next item is under Finance and Administration. Vice President Susan Wheat will be presenting the following facilities items, which are change orders.
Yes.
Over there,
So the first one is change order number 3 for PB Electric for substation 3 and 4 replacement project. I always like bringing these type of change orders because this is a savings coming back to the district of approximately $85,000. We ask for your approval.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions? If not, is there a motion to approve this change order number 3 for PB Electric?
So moved. No,
Okay.
go for it.
Been moved and seconded. I'll take that as correct. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Thank you. The next one is also under Vice President Wheat's jurisdiction,
Yes, so this
which
one is
is change order number 1, I believe, for the sand volleyball project.
the next one is actually change order number 3 for Matrix
Sorry.
HG
I misspoke.
Incorporated.
Go ahead.
Trying to get through this tonight as quick as possible. The Matrix HG
yeah.
Incorporated change order has both positives and additional costs added to the contract. We need some temporary heating in the buildings while due to unforeseen circumstances, which is adding a little bit of cost. But we're getting some savings going back into the owner's allowance. There's not as much underground piping that we thought we were originally going to need once they got in there. It was less than what they thought originally, as well as fewer anchor blocks being needed. So some savings coming back from that as well.
Thank you.
So we ask for
I'm
your
sorry, I was
approval.
confused because they're both change order number 3.
Yeah,
But
I
I
get
should have
that.
noted that this was for the hydronic vault repair. So, all those in favor of fixing the hydronic vault repair? Change order?
So moved. Yeah.
Okay, so, thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Next is change order number 1 for the sand volleyball project.
Yes, so this one, in the original specs for this, it was, our scoreboard was only one scoreboard for one court. This changes it, so it's actually a scoreboard for all 4 courts. It was spec'd incorrectly at the beginning, so we ask for your approval on this change order.
All right, is there a motion to approve the change order for the sand volleyball project?
I'll make that motion. I just have one question.
I'll second the motion.
All right, good.
I just wanted to just check in. I know this is one of the projects that has like the tightest timeline turnarounds because they want to start sand volleyball. Any impact to our timeline on this change order?
No, it shouldn't.
Great, perfect.
All right, so there's been a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carries. The next item is Student Services. Vice President Lisa Neely will be presenting the following item, first of which is a resolution proclaiming November 2025 as Native American Heritage Month.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
might have
Thank
to
you.
read this.
I think I'm happy to. It's my privilege. Thank you, President Honeychurch, and good evening, members of the board. So this is our annual request to approve the resolution in honor of November 2025 as Native American Heritage Month at the college and across the country.
All right, is there a motion to approve the resolution?
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. So could we ask you to read the resolution?
You may, absolutely. It's my
We
pleasure.
can have
Thank
Quentin
you.
Boyce read the resolution.
Pardon?
Other option.
Okay, great. Thank you. Whereas Solano Community College respectfully recognizes that it stands on the ancestral and sacred lands of the Patwin peoples and honors all indigenous peoples, both federally recognized and non-federally recognized, whose historical and contemporary stewardship continues to sustain these lands and communities. And whereas today there are 3 federally recognized Patwin tribes, Cachel-Dihi Band of Wintun Indians of the Calusa Indian Community, Quetzal-Dihi Band of Wintun Indians, and Yotadihi Band Wintun Nation. And whereas Solano Community College acknowledges the history of broken treaties, dispossession of ancestral lands, and colonialist actions aimed at assimilation and cultural destruction, and honors leaders who continue to engage in resistance efforts against this and who continue to advocate for indigenous civil rights. And whereas the state of California is home to nearly 200 Native American tribes, and indigenous peoples have lived, governed, and sustained their cultures on these unceded lands since time immemorial, and continue to thrive and make significant contributions to the nation in diverse roles such as educators, scholars, artists, business leaders, and elected officials, amongst others. And whereas in 1990, President George Bush approved a joint resolution designating November as National American Indian Heritage Month, and whereas Native American Heritage Month celebrates and recognizes the indigenous peoples who were the original inhabitants, explorers, and settlers of what is now the United States, whereas the California Civil Rights Department 2025 Native American Heritage Month theme is Walking in Their Footsteps, carrying forward the legacy of strength and sovereignty. Whereas Native authors, artists, performers, musicians, and change makers across every field have profoundly enriched American literature, film, music, visual arts, and public life, sharing essential truths about identity, sovereignty, resilience, and belonging, and continue to lead with creativity, activism, and cultural integrity that advance justice and representation. And whereas Native American Heritage Month provides an opportunity to educate all members of our community about the invaluable contributions Native Americans have made and continue to make, as well as the ongoing inequities they face, including issues related to land and water rights, cultural preservation, and social justice. And whereas Solano Community College seeks to honor the indigenous peoples who have inhabited these lands for generations and endeavors to be a good steward of the land and waterways for future generations. And whereas Solano Community College reaffirms its commitment to recognizing the sovereignty of Native American nations, supporting Native American students, and promoting equity, inclusion, and respect for Native cultures and communities within its educational mission and environment. Therefore, be it resolved that the Solano Community College District Governing Board proclaims November 2025 as Native American Heritage Month. Thank you.
Thank you. So, could you call the roll? I mean, would you call it?
Yes. Trustee Thurston?
Yes.
Trustee Young?
Yes.
Trustee Boyce?
Aye.
President Honeychurch?
Aye.
Trustee Cargo Reed?
Aye.
Trustee Kara?
Aye.
Trustee Wynn Greer?
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Yes.
Thank you for bringing that forward for us. It's important. Next item is item 14, information items, no actions required, and there are no information items. So announcements, go ahead.
So thank you so much for reading the resolution. It was very beautifully put. And as we all say, you did a very good job. But I do have a couple announcements. In Vacaville on Veterans Day, November 11th, at Andrews Park from 9 to 11, there will be having a ceremony honoring all of our veterans, past and present, and everybody coming together. Families are welcomed. So that will be on November 11th at Vacaville's Andrews Park. I also wanted to say happy birthday, happy birthday to the Marines on November 10th. It is their 250th anniversary or birthday. So I just want to say happy birthday, Devil Dogs. And they're having their Marine Corps ball on November 15th at the Sunrise Event Center in Vacaville. And we're also having a
Thank you. Other announcements? If not, items from the board? Apparently there aren't any. So with that, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn from our senior.
adjourn.
Actually, I apologize.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do. I apologize,
One moment,
President
Anne
Honeychurch.
Marie.
I apologize. Last week, I had the opportunity to attend the California State Prison graduation. It was my very first one, and I was very moved. I was there with Trustee Kara as well as President Kelly Sims Butler, and I was very moved in terms of hearing some of the stories of the graduates, especially one in particular that still has stayed in my mind is David Seidel. He was one of the graduates, and he spoke. And his story was very compelling. And what I feel that what we are doing for these individuals in the prison was very compelling in terms of seeing their change and the opportunities that we've given them. I always call them second chancers. And I feel that that's what the community college is doing. So I just want to say that thank you so much for having us there, and I continue to look forward to attending these type of graduation ceremonies and to seeing the impact that we are doing in transforming the lives of those out there. And so thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for those comments. So true. So with that, I'll call on,
Second.
so moving and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. And this has been almost a